What if God gave you a promise, but you had to wait 13 long years before seeing it come true? Most people would have given up.
Joseph believed God had given him a dream. But the people closest to him saw it as a reason to hate him. Joseph shared what he believed God had shown him. But instead of celebrating the dream, his brothers let jealousy take root.
Joseph believed he was walking toward his family. He had no idea they had already decided to betray him.
In a single moment, Joseph lost his freedom, his family, and everything he thought his future would be. For a handful of silver, Joseph was sold into slavery. What looked like the end of his story was only the beginning of God's plan. Joseph had lost his home, his family, and his freedom. But even in a foreign land, God had not abandoned him. Joseph couldn't choose where he was, but he could choose how he worked. Even in slavery, his faithfulness stood out. Joseph remained faithful, even when no one was watching. In time, his character earned something that talent alone never could: trust. Success often brings new responsibilities. But sometimes, it also brings unexpected tests. Joseph understood that doing what was right could cost him everything. But he also knew his character was worth more than his comfort.
Joseph chose integrity, but integrity didn't protect him from false accusations. Sometimes doing the right thing still comes with a cost.
Joseph lost his freedom, but he never lost his faith. Even inside a prison, he chose to serve instead of surrender. Even in prison, God gave Joseph another opportunity. 2 troubled men arrived, carrying dreams that would change history. Joseph didn't claim the wisdom as his own. He gave God the credit and faithfully shared what the dreams revealed. The cupbearer was free, but he forgot Joseph. 2 more years passed. Even when people forgot him, God never did. Then, God spoke to Pharaoh through a dream so powerful that no one in Egypt could explain its meaning. Egypt's wisest men had no answer. Then, one man remembered. The prisoner everyone else had forgotten.
After years of waiting, Joseph finally stood before Pharaoh. He didn't trust his own wisdom. He trusted the God who gave wisdom.
Joseph answered quietly, "The dream comes from God. 7 years of abundance are coming. After that, 7 years of famine. The time to prepare is now."
In one moment, everything changed. The prisoner became a ruler, not because of luck, but because God's timing is always perfect. For 7 years, the land produced more than anyone could amass. While others celebrated, Joseph prepared. He understood that God's warning was also God's mercy. Then the famine came, just as God had revealed. But while fear spread across the nations, Egypt was ready. Years had passed, but Joseph recognized them immediately. The brothers who had sold him were now standing right in front of him. In that moment, Joseph remembered the dream God had given him so many years before. It hadn't failed. Joseph wasn't seeking revenge. He needed to know whether his brothers had truly changed. Sometimes the truth is revealed by a test. Silver cup was found. The brothers were stunned. Years earlier, they had abandoned one brother.
This time, they refused to abandon another.
Was now willing to sacrifice himself to save Benjamin. Years of waiting ended here. Joseph couldn't hide the truth any longer.
Then, Joseph revealed the truth. He was the brother they had betrayed.
The pain was finally over. Forgiveness changed everything forever. God never wasted the waiting. Every setback prepared Joseph for this moment. brothers returned with incredible news. Joseph was alive and waiting for his father. After many years, father and son met again. God's promise had come true. What was meant for evil, God used for good.